Hey guys, this is Rob John Webb here for Waxadisc Music Tutorials, and what I'm going to show you today is a deep, lo-fi, jazzy house track. It's just got a handful of elements in there. It's got a piano, it's got a choir pad, it's got a sub bass, and it's got some 909s. And there's a vocal I've put in as well for a breakdown later, which we'll get to. But the track is just a few elements. I just thought I'd make something kind of soulful but gritty as well at the same time. So this is what we're going to be doing. I just added the piano lead line in there just for effect. So we've got those elements there, right? The first thing we've got is the piano. Now you can use any piano because we're going to grit it up anyway. So I've used one out of the Reason stock pack. So basically, within Reason, you've got this radical piano rack. It's got loads of great pianos in. I've just chosen the Bright Upright, basically, and it goes like this. It's like a Now, if you listen to it, it's got like a wobble on it. And all I've done within there is took the drift button, which is here, and turned it up to 60%. If you keep going higher, obviously it gets more gritty. Can you hear that wobble? Just like an out of tune sort of piano, I suppose. So it's just a really cool little effect. So, as I say, you can use any piano. And I've just put a little bit of a saturator on it, put a soft sign on it, so it's like... It's a very subtle effect. And then I've put on a vinyl sample from this one called the Clare, and this has just got like a, and it's got the grit on it. But you can put any sort of vinyl effect on there as long as you just keep it not too much. I'll turn the drive down a little bit on that. Just sounds like an old record now, doesn't it? So it's got that straight away. It's got that effect. So next up, then, I got a 909 kit from within Ableton, and it's the Flavor Kit. I think it's called Flavor Kit. But if you haven't got this, if you've got Ableton 10 and you've not got this built in, then it's exactly the same. There's not really much difference. Just a bit more grit to it. I've not done anything to it. All I've done is I've took the claps down, a bit of a transposition. I've done a -2 on those claps, and the kick is from the sub kick up here. I've not even touched that. I've just left that as it is. I didn't want to use that kick. It was just too boomy. So we've got that, and then a little pattern that I've done in there. It's just got a hi-hat and a little click layer thing here, which is this button, which is... and that, and I was going to put some clavs in it, rim shots, sorry. So we'll go. So I put them on top of it just as an extra little thing, and then I'm going to just consolidate, and then I'm going to quantize them. That's better. And next up then, so we've got that beat in there. Let's just have a look at that, and then we can... I'm just going to put them over there so when you see the demo in a bit. So let's go through the chords of the piano. Okay, so we have some nice jazzy chords here. We've got an F major 7 or an F major 9, I think, which is F-A-D, it's face basically with an F root. And then the next chord is a G minor 7 inversion. So you start off on the F, F, G, B flat and D, and then G on the root. And then the next chord is a C minor 7 with an A flat root, which is G, B flat, A sharp, C and D sharp with an A flat root, G sharp. And the last chord is G minor 7 again, but with a C root. So G, B flat, D and F with an F root, a C root. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So next up then we need a sub bass. So the sub bass that I've used is a really nice one from the Mouse Synth. It's another 3 VST, and it's just got a really cool like sub on it. And it's just the root notes. I've done nothing to it. I've not done any processing to it. I've just stuck that on. and just gone 2 octaves on each of the bass notes. Look, just kept it simple. So that's that. That's the sub. Next up, then we need a little bit of that kind of moody sort of magic. So it's none other than the M1. So the M1 is here, and it's a vocal choir, classic sort of old school rave sound. Now you could sidechain that, I suppose. What we could do with that is we could let's play it together. So we could sidechain that, and what we would do is we would just duplicate the kick channel, and delete those out of there. Go into that, delete everything out of here. Just keep the sub on, the sub kick thing. Just change the colour of that so I know that it's a different one. Put that over there like that, and then put that in there, because this is where I'm going to want it done. And then on the pad itself, stick a compressor. Double compressor, press the little arrow button, the input, sidechain input from the 4th kick, so that's what we're going to call that side chain, and then we'll just solo this, and then we'll pull the threshold to get it right. There you go. It's just better in it, more effect. Aggressive now, and then when the breakdown's on, where we've got the breakdown here, we'll take away the side chain. And then you can go off and you can have a piano lead on top of that, a little riff. So, in terms of this kind of lo-fi sort of stuff, you get a lot of these tracks like Seinfeld U or Winona Ryder, the what's it one? I can't remember the artist's name now. But still, isn't that Seinfeld as well? Anyway, those tracks where they have a speech on top. And I thought I'd dig out this speech, which is called Children of God, which was a 1960s album, like a poet album from New York. It was a really weird thing. Joey Negro sampled it, Dave Lee, over the years. And basically, we will have I forgot to mute that sidechain, by the way. So what we'll do is put this on like this, and then have this speech come over on the breakdown, and then it goes like this. Let's get this sorted out. So here goes. So we'll play the track. Imagine it's playing. Then we'll bring the speech in. Put some reverb and delay on the speech. You can use any speech, you know, just good effects.
Who is God? Well, it's an invisible person, and he lives up in heaven, up there. God is somebody who rules the world. He's sort of like a spirit, I guess, up in outer space. He kind of started all the plants growing, and he started people. Well, I guess he's kind of big and fat. He can see us wherever we do. Whatever we do, he has such powerful eyes. He doesn't have millions and thousands and billions. And he can still see us when we're bad.
He could be sitting on the table right now, but you can't see him.
If he was a bad man, he'd make everything bad. He wouldn't have electricity. He wouldn't make people. We have this God that's nice. He's not what a lot of people think is just a feeling, but I think he's a real person.
Well, I think that God isn't a person, but he's up in the heavens and he's watching over us right now.
God is everywhere.
So there you go. That's the basic idea of it. Just make a little jazzy sort of track, you know, something that you can get to grips with, and you don't need many layers, you know, 5 or 6 at the most, you know, 6 or 7. And that's it. A piano, a sub bass, a pad, a kind of orchestral sort of choir pad or something like that. Sidechain it, 909s, and a speech of some sort. Just give it that little bit of effect, and maybe a lead line. You could even have a synth lead line. You don't have to go have all the jazzy piano stuff on top. I could just put another mouse synth in there and just get something out of here like the Blade Runner string, which is obviously a bit aggressive, that is, but if we turn down the cut off and go,
Is everywhere, and I don't know how they can do it. You can't be everywhere.
just get a little bit spacey.
Everybody can't get
God, I guess he's just a person that makes me believe in him. Well, he feels like he.
You could just add another element in there, so to speak. But other than that, just keep it really simple and effective. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you like this. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all the usual stuff. Get in touch with me if you want any more information or you want to do one-to-one mentoring with me. And I'm always here as well. So thanks for watching and goodbye.